We'll go classic. Vader is near. I can feel him. Heard that with Simon on Big Bang Theory. And she's in the bathroom, she's allegedly in the bathroom doing, and everybody's like, that's funny. It's like dysfunction junction. What's your function? It's keeping people fighting and fucking over money. It's interesting. They had John Barry, Bat Masterson. Da-na-na-na-na. He was a physicist for War of the Worlds. I've never seen that movie before. Lots of people from Westerns in the 50s were on it. Yeah. Good old boys club, good old boy network. You sit and look at that. Oh, I like that guy. He's a Mexican guy. He plays in a lot of roles. He was a friend of a friend of a friend. Used to be her town. Used to be my town too. Maybe a friend of a friend of a friend. Okay. And that's how you get into acting. You're a friend of a friend, and you keep getting the gigs and the money. And hey, I got a gig. Oh, you got a gig. Oh, you get a gig. Keep the, if you want to know how I really feel, just get the cameras rolling, get the action going, baby. My love for you is real. Yeah, just like the Vatican's love for us is real. The Quorum of the 12. NASA and National Security Agency and DARPA and FBI and CIA and KGB. Baby, my love for you is real. So take me where you want to. Me and your heart, my heart, you still. More, more, more. How do you like it? She's a porn star, guys. She's talking about selling sex. Okay. If you take my sunshine. That's the music from If You Take My Sunshine. I remember telling Natalie about that. Yeah, it was a song written by a porn star about sex, calling it love, And now these other kids with less talent are making even more money off of the same music, but the lyrics aren't as good. Okay. If you take I went to drive my moped. If you steal my sunshine with some girl I went and bought Kentucky Fried Chicken with. If you steal my sunshine, I think I might have herpes. If you steal my sunshine, there it is. Wow! The guy's a lyrical genius. He's going to make billions. He's going to trend all over social media, right? And you're like, I just live the Lord's Prayer, you little bastards, for crying out fucking loud. Don't make me tell you about yourselves. Apparently, they can use technology to follow and monitor your brain activity to get visions of things that you did when you were a teenager or a young person going through puberty to make you think you're going to hell and you need Jesus to save you. All right. Now, guys, for tens of thousands of years, people in tribalism, and you pretty much had to have children with your own sister or brother. Okay. For tens and tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, long ass time. Okay. The Hawaiian Islands, Tonga, the Samoan Islands, New Zealand. Okay, there was no one else. There was no one else to have children with. Okay, when a mommy cat and a daddy cat, right? Okay, Adam and Eve. It's in the Bible. Adam and Eve have children, and they have children. Their children have children. Their children have children. Me and you, Vanessa from Austin Powers, would have to repopulate the earth, which means their children would have to have sex for human beings to still be human beings on planet Earth. Okay. So you get an ugly guy who's selfish, and his selfishness reflects in his physical appearance because he's not healthy. And he wants sexual access to Juliet because he's jealous of Romeo. So he kills Romeo and replaces Romeo with a cartoon character, right? And then that cartoon character becomes God, and you have to pay Pope Francis and the Vatican and the Quorum and Gordon B. Hinckley and the Quorum of the 12 money to get into heaven. Make sure you pay your tithing, but money's not real. But the Lord's Prayer is, but we're all ignoring that for that point, for this point in time, and all the black and white videos of Parsons you don't need to watch. Why? Vader is near. Okay, do you understand? I think I'm Sir Alec Guinness. Girl, you're funny. It's Luke. He was a Force, Luke. Okay. Guys, this nerve damage, poisoning, stuff like that is very uncomfortable, and it's going to be uncomfortable until the technology gets efficient enough to correct the assholes that are on TV, that you watch on TV, and you see Pope Francis and Joe Biden are a nervous Caiaphas. Donald Trump is a cocky Herod, okay, and Elon Musk is a very, very, very scared shitless Pontius Pilate, hey, I'm going to go down in history as the guy that tried to, well, okay. And what about, he's Judas. Barack Obama, Judas. But Judas ain't dead. What can we say? We got stem cell research and cloning. Even if he's killed himself 5 times, they probably cloned him 5 times to get back out there, Obama. That's not part of the script. Damn, can't you do the Dick York, Dick Sargent thing? No, we find you dead in your toilet. We're cloning you and putting you back in the game. Wow, is that that technically is tangible? I wouldn't put it past them, but don't think like that. Don't think like a TV show. Don't think like a movie. What do you think? You're Arnold Schwarzenegger here? Check under his eyes. That's ridiculous. Why would you do that? To mark your clones, to prove he's a clone? It's like, why? They just stuck a thing in his eye. Oh, how Wakanda of you. No, it's on the lip, right? It's like, retarded. It's very retarded, but that's what retarded people do. They end up in prison cells, and they put they put artwork on their bodies, and then they kill each other over the artwork on their bodies. They've been doing it for tens of thousands of years. Sego. How Algonquin of you, and Athabascan too. You know what I'm saying? Wackadoodle's been doing this kind of crazy. That's how you come up with languages. Like the French language, it's a Germanic language that tries to sound more romantic than Spanish and Italian. Yeah, it's competition. Oh, and then you get people that try to get away from the competition. Fuck all you romantic motherfuckers. We're up here in the goddamn cliffs of Dover freezing our asses off because you just can't compete, so just keep going north because you suck. These days we're going to come back and we're going to Viking your ass all over Sicily. You see what I'm saying? It's what assholes do. We will get our revenge. Notre Dame will get their revenge on Ohio State. It's like, you're just getting in a fight for fuck money to give to a bimbo that's too stupid to understand the truth about Donald Trump and Sterling, and Magic Johnson's still an asshole. The only guy that's gorgeous is in New Mexico, and he doesn't exist according to the NASA, the NSA, the DARPA, the KGB, and you know what I'm saying? And if I was a pervert that abused everybody for what I want and kept manipulating them and to try to make them believe that that abuse was love, I would hide behind the egos of people like Andrew Huberman and David Goggins too. If Obama has stood up like it said in the documents that he should do, okay, in 2013, which he could do because I set up the conditions for him, okay, but he didn't do it, like Pilate back in the day with Jesus, or Caiaphas or Herod, we'd all be living the Lord's Prayer, and we wouldn't have to listen to David Goggins cuss about, oh, you're a piece of shit and fuck you and I don't care what you, and I'll go do anything that they tell me to do to kill people, to be a hero, and then be a paramedic to put people back together so they can go pay their extortion and exploitation and come up to me and say, thank you for saving my life. You really saved their life, huh? Wow. Say that one more time in front of me, you rotten little stupid bastards. I understand those poor, ignorant dummies on the St. Jude's and Shriners commercials, the part of the staff and all that, but the administrators, the Richard Rockefellers and the David Rockefellers, and the Kochs and the Cirrhoses, it's like, aren't you all glad that you're not little little people that are little because of inefficient development in the womb because of warfare, tribal warfare, War of the Worlds. You don't have to invent crap coming from outer space being creepy and shitty to you. You have it right in your hometown. You have the store owner. You have the person who says you have the car owner on 1 Adam 12 where the guy sits there and goes, oh, he gave me $100 and he signed this piece of paper. And the one girl calls in and said, and then she sits there and goes, you're fired. And she's like, and the guy, and Pete Malloy's like, yeah, it shouldn't take you long to find a better job, right? Than working for this asshole. And when the Lord's Prayer is real, you don't have to do shit like that. You share, care, give in accordance, need, built to last. It's not so much, if vehicles, you don't need, how many, Jay Leno and fucking what's the other guy's name? They're treating me like Jesus here. The one from New York with the Oakland and what's his name? Reggie fucking Jackson, right? How many cars do those fucking assholes have? They, by themselves, have as many fucking cars, okay, as the guy who was the king of Syria, okay? A baseball player and a late night talk show host person have as much money as a guy who runs and owns an entire country. Okay, Ted Turner? Okay, do you get it? Mark Cuban? O'Leary, Olu, poo poo, stinky, caca, utaka, shafakapa. You know what I'm saying? Okay, guys, so it's warmer now in here. So pull your Sir Alec Guinness heads out of your asses and stop being Dr. Zhivago there. Oh, is that Omar Sharif and his absolutely sexy eyes, right? Sexy eyes. When I connect to certain people, okay, that are celebrities, that they've connected to me, they're extraordinarily superficial. And then if I pick them apart and say, well, you ain't all that, what a superficial, shallow jerk. It's like, you look like you look because they give you all the best stuff to be a sex predator to keep people buying into the bullshit. Okay, I look like I look because I rejected all that bullshit and tried to protect the poor people from the wealthy. Now tell me one more time, Angela Bassett or Jennifer Lopez, that my body looks horrible, that my testicles look horrible. Wow, chemical poisoning from, getting the same chemical poisoning from homeless people that can't compete in the fight to fuck. Because I won't do it, and I could kick everybody's ass, and we know it. I'm smarter than everybody that thinks they're a genius and a poet. Fuck you. Okay, I love you, but fuck you. Okay, if I have one moment of returning your reflection to you when I look at you, you might want to change the way you look at me so your reflection is more beautiful when you eternally look at me, right? You got that, Angie Bassett? You got that, Keke Palmer? Go make another fucking movie for fuck mommy. Hey, can you spell every word right? I can. I would get fucked out of the B the first. I'd be like on fucking Stupid in School with Brian Regan. Cat, I know there's two T's, right? K-A-T, I'm out of here, right? Okay. You know what I'm saying? At least I know what a cat is, and there it is, right? And I know how to not let it run me, so I feel like the cat runs the house, right? No, I'll do this, and you have to work with them. They'll work you if you don't. Because they're acting like a cat, and human beings aren't animals, and all the people around you are acting like animals. You're going to think that your only friend is the animal that depends on you to live. But the moment you're dead, if someone takes it and spoils it worse than you did, that you're going to think that damn animal loved that person more than it loved me. No, it doesn't love. All the love you have, you're putting into that dog because that's all they gave you, because they're a bunch of greedy little assholes who don't recognize the Lord and have you all standing out in the cold doing candlelight visual to keep their businesses going. What a bunch of assholes. I know. They have the cute little blonde girl out there freezing her ass off to look tough because she's around all the assholes at Fort Bliss. Tell them all to fuck off. You're too cute to be standing out there damaging your face for selling insurance for personal injuries, tours, and drugs for electroshock therapy assholes. Be mindful before you do something stupid. All right, guys? I love you. Peace.